Welcome to Pecking Order. A fun card game for kids and adults ages 6 and up. This is a game we've been playing with friends and family for years. We hope you have fun playing it. Here's what you need to play. A deck of cards, remove the jokers. 2 to 6 players. Younger players might want to pair up with an adult. A pecking order scoring pad. Check out the link to order one for your family. Something to write with and a good attitude.
Pecking Order is a trick-based card game where the trump suit rotates each round. You score points by guessing how many tricks you will take, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. There are tons of variations of the game to help you spice things up or keep things simple, so feel free to get creative and come up with your own way to play.
To get started, deal each player the number of cards listed on the scorecard. The goal of each round is to guess exactly the number of tricks you will take. Go around the table, start with the player to the left of the dealer, and record how many tricks each player thinks they will take. The game starts with the player to the left of the dealer playing the first card. Each player will then lay down one card moving in order clockwise around the table. Players must follow suit, which means if a player lays down a heart and you have one in your hand, you have to play it. But if you don't have a heart, or whichever suit is led, then you can play whatever card they want. This is called sluffing. Whichever player lays down the highest card of the suit that was led wins the trick. The player that wins the trick will act first and lay down the first card in the next round. However, if a player lays down a card from the trump suit, these cards are higher than the highest card of any suit, and then whoever lays down the highest trump card wins.
Let's get started. Write the names of the players or teams across the top of the scorecard. Next, look at the number and suit on the left side of the pecking order scoring pad. The number lets you know how many cards to deal each player and how many tricks there will be that round. And the suit lets you know what the trump suit is. Let's show you around so you can see how it works. When you play at home, you'll want to keep your cards hidden so nobody else knows what you have. But we'll play these hands face up so you can see how the game works. Alright, you can see what each player has here since we put them face up. You'll want to take a look at your hand. If you think you can take a lot of tricks because you have high cards or lots of trump cards, then you'd want to bid more tricks. You can see here what each player is bidding. Player 1 is bidding 3, player 2 0, player 3 1, and player 4 number 4. You're going to record those numbers on the left side of the hash. Alright, let's get started. Player 2 leads diamonds. Because player 4 doesn't have any diamonds, they play the 5 of hearts. Because hearts is a trump suit, the 5 of hearts beats the jack of diamonds. Since player 4 won the trick, they get to play first in the next round, and player 4 leads the king of hearts. Remember that each hand only goes around the table one time, with each player playing only one card. Here, you can watch a few more hands. Remember that each hand only goes around the table once, and whoever lays the highest card of the suit that was led wins, unless somebody plays a trump card. If that happens, whoever plays the highest trump card wins. At the end of all 8 tricks, check with the players to see who guessed exactly the number of tricks they would take. If they guessed correctly, place a 1 in front of their score and circle it. Player 1 predicted that they would take 3 tricks and they were correct, so add a 1 in front of 3 and circle it. They just got 13 points. Player 2 guessed they would take 0 tricks and they were correct, so they get 10 points, a 0 with a 1 in front of it. Player 3 and player 4 did not guess the number of tricks they would take correctly, so they don't get any points. Let's watch one more round. This round has 7 cards, and the trump suit is diamonds. Remember to rotate who deals each round, moving clockwise to the left around the table. Player 2 will now be the dealer and deal each player 7 cards. Player 3 will now be able to say how many tricks they think they'll take, and will also be the first to play a card once all players have made their guesses. Remember to follow suit as you go around the table and record the number of tricks each player takes. At the end of the round, each player who guessed the number of tricks they would take get to add the number they guessed with a 1 in front of it in front of their scores. Player 1 predicted they would take 2 tricks, and they did, so they get 12 points. On your scorecard, add a 1 in front of the 2 and circle it to indicate that they were successful. Then, on the right side of the slash, keep their running total. Since player 1 had 13 in round 1 and 12 in round 2, they now have 25. Players 2 and 4 did not guess correctly, so they do not get any points this round. Player 3 did guess correctly and scored 10 points. See how we updated the running totals for all of the rounds? Keep adding up your scores in this way for each round and see who ends up at the top of the pecking order.
Thanks for playing Pecking Order. We hope you have fun playing it.
It's a bossy girl.
There you go, Noah. Ham it up.